Every day, over 100,000 bottles of ranch dressing make their way to store shelves. But did you know that producing this requires 22,000 pounds of dairy products per shift, with pasteurization occurring at 161 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 seconds? It's more than just a sauce, it's an entire industry. Let's break down how the world's most popular dip is made. The main ingredients of ranch dressing are dairy products, vegetable oils for mayonnaise, and fresh or dried spices. Every batch of raw materials that arrives at the production facility undergoes lab testing to ensure purity, freshness, and compliance with chemical and physical standards. Dairy products are tested for fat content, which should be around 10 to 20% to achieve the desired consistency, and for bacterial purity. Spices are analyzed for their essential oil content, which impacts the flavor. Manufacturers often use enterprise resource planning systems to track and control the origin of each ingredient. This ensures full transparency. For instance, if a batch with quality issues is identified, the system can trace the source and exclude it from future shipments. The production line is equipped with sensors to verify ingredient identity, and every batch is scanned and automatically inspected. Companies purchase raw materials in large volumes, such as 10 to 20 tons of buttermilk per month, ensuring a steady supply for production. Ingredients that do not meet quality standards are automatically rejected during procurement through automated systems that filter batches based on specific parameters. The system calculates the exact amount of ingredients needed, based on the planned production volume. Software tracks the usage of each ingredient, helping to prevent overuse. Additionally, the automated purchasing system allows manufacturers to secure bulk discounts, reducing overall ingredient costs by 3 to 5%. The first step in the process is the receipt of raw materials, where both speed and precision in quality control are crucial. For instance, a typical ranch dressing production line processes up to 22,000 pounds of dairy products and up to 11,000 pounds of other components, like mayonnaise, spices, and oils in a single shift. ERP systems automatically log every batch of raw materials that arrives at the facility. Each batch of buttermilk is identified using a QR code or RFID tag, which contains detailed information about its origin, expiration dates, and certifications. Once received, the raw materials are sent to the lab for rapid testing. A milk analyzer measures fat, protein, and moisture content in under 5 minutes, with an accuracy of 0.1%. To check for bacterial contaminants like E. coli or Salmonella, modern PCR, polymerase chain reaction, analysis systems are used, delivering results in just 2 to 3 hours. Previously, this kind of testing could take several days, but automated systems now dramatically reduce the time, ensuring quick and reliable quality control. Impressive! Most ingredients undergo mandatory cleaning and sterilization before mixing to remove impurities and eliminate microbes. Fresh spices like garlic and onions are cleaned using infrared sorting machines, which detect and remove spoiled or rotten items with an accuracy of up to 98%. Other spices also go through infrared or steam cleaning processes. Buttermilk and sour cream are pasteurized to kill any pathogenic bacteria, ensuring they meet the highest safety standards. You've heard about my love for other foods, so now it's time to reveal my secret weapon in the culinary world. Let's just say, cooking isn't exactly my strong suit. I'm one of those people who can turn a simple Sunday barbecue into a game of find 1,001 ways to fix this terrible flavor. Take my burgers, for example. Not only did I oversalt the patties, but I also added super spicy pickles for a little kick. It was such a disaster that I was ready to grill a whole new batch. But then I decided to give ranch a try, and it worked. Turns out, this sauce is a miracle worker. It tames the saltiness and adds a creamy, mellow flavor that even saves my culinary mishaps. Alright, I think it's time to get back on track. The best part is just about to begin. Once all the ingredients are prepared, they are automatically fed into the mixers. Conveyor lines and automated pipes are used to transport the ingredients, ensuring that each component reaches the mixer without coming into contact with air or any foreign substances. For the production of ranch dressing, specialized high-speed mixers are utilized, capable of handling large volumes of ingredients in a short amount of time. For instance, mixers equipped with spiral blades can process up to 3,000 pounds in one batch, ensuring the even distribution of all components. These mixers are also fitted with sensors to monitor the temperature throughout the process. The temperature is maintained at 36 degrees Fahrenheit, which helps preserve the product's flavor and texture. If the temperature rises, an automatic cooling system activates to maintain optimal conditions. Depending on the recipe, the mixing duration can vary from 10 to 20 minutes. The system automatically adjusts the blade rotation speed, direction, and timing for each ingredient. For example, spices are added after the first minute of mixing to prevent them from settling. To ensure even distribution of the components, sensors measure the sauce's density and viscosity every 30 seconds. Ranch dressing must be thick enough to remain stable during storage. An integrated analyzer checks the viscosity of each batch, with an accuracy of up to 0.1%. If necessary, the software can adjust the mixing time or intensity. Additionally, the potential of hydrogen pH level is measured, as acidity is crucial for both the flavor and stability of the product. Ranch dressing typically has a potential of hydrogen pH range between 4.2 and 4.4 to achieve the optimal balance of taste and preservation. The system automatically monitors acidity and can add pH regulators if deviations occur. Before pasteurization begins, ranch dressing is transferred from the mixing stage to specialized pasteurization tanks through sealed pipes, minimizing contact with air and preventing contamination. These tanks are equipped with automatic sensors that monitor the incoming volume of sauce and calculate the optimal amount for pasteurization. The pasteurization process for ranch dressing requires strict control of temperature and timing to effectively eliminate pathogenic microorganisms while preserving the product's flavor. Typically, the high-temperature short-time method is used, where the sauce is heated to 161 degrees Fahrenheit and held at that temperature for 15 to 20 seconds. The primary equipment used for pasteurization is a plate heat exchanger, which enables rapid heating and cooling of the sauce through thin metal plates. Thanks to the large surface area of the metal plates, heat is transferred very quickly, minimizing the time the sauce spends at high temperatures. This allows for a processing speed of approximately 800 gallons per hour, a highly efficient rate for industrial sauce production. After pasteurization, it is crucial to cool the sauce quickly to prevent bacterial growth and preserve its flavor. This is achieved in the cooling sections of the heat exchanger. The sauce is cooled to below 40 degrees Fahrenheit within seconds. Rapid cooling inhibits bacterial growth and helps maintain the natural taste of the ingredients. Before packaging begins, the sauce is transferred from the pasteurization stage to specialized intermediate storage tanks. Each tank holds between 500 and 1,000 gallons and maintains the sauce at the required temperature. Depending on the order, the sauce is packaged into bottles, pouches, or containers of various sizes. The production line is equipped with multifunctional dispensers that ensure precise portioning. Depending on volume, the line can fill up to 500 bottles or containers per minute. Every package filled with sauce undergoes an automatic sealing process to ensure airtight closure. For bottles, specialized capping machines are used, capable of screwing on up to 300 caps per minute. For pouch packaging, heat sealing machines create secure, airtight seams. Temperature and pressure are automatically monitored to ensure the packaging is strong and durable. Over 28 million short tons of olives are harvested every year, each one playing a role in the creation of olive oil, liquid gold. From ancient traditions to cutting-edge technology, this video will reveal the secrets behind producing the oil that has shaped civilizations. I visited one of the world's leading factories to bring you this story. At modern industrial facilities, collaboration with agricultural producers is essential. Experts study the ripeness of the olives to determine the perfect time for harvest. There are two main methods for doing this. In some regions, they still use traditional techniques where workers gently strike the branches with sticks, so the olives fall into nets spread out on the ground. However, on large farms, you'll often see vibrating machines that shake the trunks, causing the olives to drop into upside-down containers positioned around the tree. Once the olives are harvested, they are quickly transported to the mill for further processing. Speed is crucial since olives begin to spoil immediately after being picked. Ideally, no more than a day should pass between harvesting and processing. When the trucks arrive at the plant, they unload the olives into large receiving bins. This is where the quality control stage begins, with samples taken to assess the condition of the olives, their ripeness, and to check for any defects or diseases. The olives then go through a cleaning process to remove leaves, branches, stones, and other unwanted materials. Ventilation systems and vibrating screens are used to effectively separate these elements. After dry cleaning, the olives are rinsed in cold water to remove any dust, dirt, or impurities that could affect the quality of the oil. Crushing is the process of breaking down the olives to extract the oil contained in their cells. In modern mills, this is done using hammer mills or metal discs that rotate at high speeds. The crushed mixture includes not only oil, but also the plant liquid from the olives, along with solid pieces of pulp and pits. This mixture, known as olive paste, is the primary substance used to produce oil. The paste is then transferred to molaxes, where it is gently mixed to break the emulsion of water and oil, making the separation process easier. Mixing occurs at a precise temperature, typically between 80 and 84 degrees Fahrenheit. There are two main methods for extracting the oil: the traditional pressing method and continuous centrifugation. The traditional method, although less common, involves pressing the olive paste using fibrous discs called mats. In the continuous centrifugation method, the difference in density between the oil, water, and solid particles is used. The paste is placed in a high-speed horizontal decanter, which spins rapidly, separating the components. The oil extracted through centrifugation contains tiny suspended particles and traces of water. To remove these, a natural separation process takes place in stainless steel tanks. Many industrial facilities also use vertical centrifuges to more efficiently separate the smallest water particles and remaining solids. Packaging is done on automated lines that quickly fill, seal, and label bottles or cans. To protect the oil from light, it's best to use opaque or tinted materials, such as dark glass or cans. During bottling, strict quality control is carried out to ensure accurate weight, proper sealing of caps, and correct labeling, as well as to detect any potential defects. Throughout the entire process, physical, chemical, and sensory quality checks are performed to determine the final grade of the oil. Olive oils are divided into three categories: extra virgin olive oil, which is of the highest quality with an acidity level below 0.8% and no sensory defects; virgin olive oil, characterized by good quality with a maximum acidity of 2% and minor sensory defects; and lampant olive oil, which is not suitable for direct consumption and requires refining. Around 6,000 years ago, in the Middle Eastern region, the first evidence of olive oil production was discovered. In the lands that are now part of Syria, Lebanon, and Israel, early agricultural pioneers recognized the potential of this unique fruit. Initially, the process was simple but labor-intensive. Olives were crushed with stones, and the oil was then separated through decanting. Before long, this precious golden nectar became a highly sought-after commodity, not just for its nutritional value, but also for its healing and ceremonial properties. The Phoenicians, skilled in maritime trade, were responsible for spreading the olive tree and its valuable oil throughout the Mediterranean, sailing from port to port and coast to coast. The olive tree took root in unfamiliar lands. In ancient Greece, the olive tree gained an almost legendary status. According to tradition, the goddess Athena gifted this miraculous tree to the city of Athens. In ancient Greece, athletes who won the Olympic Games were honored with olive wreaths, and soldiers were given ointment made from the same tree to prepare them for battle. The Romans, heavily influenced by Greek culture, took olive cultivation to a higher level. They developed innovative methods for growing and harvesting olives, and expanded olive groves across their vast empire. In the Roman world, olive oil became a staple fat, symbolizing the sophistication and refinement of Roman culture. Beyond its culinary uses, olive oil was revered for its healing properties. Hippocrates, known as the father of medicine, prescribed it for a variety of ailments. In earlier times in Rome, Galen, a physician famous for treating gladiators and emperors, incorporated olive oil into his medicinal ointments. Before the discovery of oil, olive oil played a crucial role as a source of light. For many years, oil lamps illuminated homes, religious buildings, and reading rooms, literally fueling the light of knowledge and culture. During medieval times, monasteries were responsible for preserving the ancient tradition of tending to olive groves and producing oil. In their fields and manuscripts, they cared for olive trees and refined cultivation techniques. When the New World was discovered, the olive tree journeyed across the seas. Adventurers from Spain and Portugal brought olive tree cuttings to the Americas, planting the first olive groves in Mexico, Peru, Chile, and California. Olive oil, especially extra virgin, is rich in beneficial nutrients like monounsaturated fats and antioxidants, which help support heart health by lowering harmful cholesterol levels and reducing inflammation in the body. Research shows that regular consumption of olive oil can reduce the risk of cardiovascular diseases and strokes by improving circulation and helping to maintain healthy blood pressure. It also has a positive effect on digestion, promoting better absorption of nutrients and preventing stomach issues. And finally, we'd like to share a few lesser-known facts about olives and olive oil. The oldest olive press was discovered on the island of Crete and dates back more than 3,500 years. It was so advanced that it used principles similar to modern methods. Olive oil doesn't spoil as quickly as many believe. When stored properly in a cool, dark place, it can retain its properties for up to 2 years. Olives of different colors aren't different varieties. Green and black olives are the same fruit. Green ones are harvested earlier, while black olives are left on the tree to ripen longer. Each year, more than 93 million short tons of delicious oranges are harvested worldwide. Over 60% of that amount is used to produce bottled orange juice. But how is this process carried out in industrial plants? To find out, let's visit a factory in the United States that specializes in producing more than 530,000 gallons of orange juice per day. An orange plantation consists of evergreen trees with vertical trunks and compact rounded canopies. Their sturdy trunks are made of strong wood and covered by a thin bark, which can range in color from green to gray-brown, depending on the layout of the plantation. These trees can grow to heights between 20 and 33 feet. To successfully grow oranges, ideal conditions are required. The perfect elevation for the trees is between 1,600 and 330 feet above sea level, and the optimal temperature is 75 degrees Fahrenheit. It's essential that the soil is slightly alkaline, with good drainage capacity. Sunlight is also crucial, especially during the flowering and fruiting periods. Oranges can be propagated in 2 ways, sexually through seeds or asexually through grafting. The fruit-bearing timeline depends on the propagation method. If grown from seeds, it can take up to 7 years for the trees to start producing oranges. In contrast, using grafting can reduce this time to about 3 years. Once the tree has flowered, the fruit typically matures over a period of 6 to 14 months. For the best quality and flavor, it is recommended to harvest oranges 2 to 3 months before they fully ripen. Oranges undergo multiple checks to determine their ripeness. The ratio of sugar to water is tested, and when the sugar content reaches at least 10%, they are ready for harvest. Citrus fruits are picked at their peak sweetness and juiciness because they do not continue to ripen after being harvested. For the production of freshly squeezed juice, 2 main varieties of oranges are typically used, Valencia and Hamlin. These oranges are hand-picked while they are still slightly underripe. Harvesters carefully inspect each orange, discarding any that have cuts or holes to prevent possible damage to the inside. However, on large plantations where many oranges ripen simultaneously, the harvest must be completed quickly. To speed up the process, a device known as a tree shaker is used. This machine grips the tree branches and shakes them vigorously to release the oranges. Capable of harvesting up to 4,400 pounds of oranges per minute, it greatly accelerates the harvest in large citrus groves. Although mechanical harvesters, which can cost around $500,000, are able to collect between 88,000 and 110,000 short tons of oranges per year, many farms still rely on manual labor, requiring hundreds of workers to get the job done. Workers carefully place the juicy oranges into large canvas bags and carry them to containers. This manual approach allows for more careful selection and reduces the impact on the fruit. The juicy oranges are sent to the juice production plant and first pass through a cleaning station, which works much like a car wash at a gas station. An environmentally friendly soap solution is applied to the fruit, and rotating nylon brushes scrub them as they move along a long conveyor belt. Afterward, the soap is rinsed off with cold water, and the oranges are dried using blasts of air from fans. Once they exit the drying machine, the fruit is carefully inspected by a specialist to ensure that no bad oranges were missed. At the sorting stage, some modern production lines are equipped with more advanced scanners that provide additional assistance in identifying any issues. In the final step, the oranges pass through a series of gentle brushes that remove any remaining dust and dirt. It's time to move on to the juicing process, the most crucial step in producing delicious orange juice. After thorough cleaning, the oranges are fed into a machine known as an extractor. This extractor was specifically designed to maximize both the efficiency and quality of the juice. It consists of a pair of round metal ridges that forcefully pierce the orange peel, remove it, and extract the juice. During this process, not only is the essential liquid extracted, but also the seeds and the bitter white layer, called the albedo, which separates the soft pulp from the tough outer skin. The goal is to produce juice that is as pure and flavorful as possible, free of any components that might negatively affect its taste or texture. After the juice is extracted, the nectar is collected in a reservoir. Here it passes through a filtration system that allows the pulp level to be adjusted based on customer preference. Fine mesh filters produce a smooth, clear juice, while more open filters let through small pieces of pulp, resulting in a thicker, more fibrous juice. The orange juice then undergoes pasteurization to ensure safety, followed by rapid cooling before being bottled or stored in massive 10,500-gallon containers at 39 degrees Fahrenheit to preserve its properties. It takes approximately 13 to 15 oranges to produce 1 quart of juice. This process ensures that every tiny drop of nectar is packed with exquisite, bold flavor, rich in the fruit's valuable nutrients. Before packaging, a thorough quality inspection is conducted to ensure the final product meets the highest standards. Various aspects of the juice, such as sweetness, acidity, pulp content, citrus essence, texture, and most importantly, taste, are checked. These checks guarantee that every batch of orange juice maintains a consistent and refined flavor. After the juice passes quality control, it moves to the bottling line. Cardboard cartons and plastic containers travel along a complex automated production line, where they are filled and sealed tightly to preserve freshness. This procedure is carefully designed to minimize exposure to oxygen and prevent oxidation, ensuring the juice retains its delicious flavor and valuable nutrients. Once bottled, the freshly squeezed orange juice is quickly cooled to prevent any potential spoilage, and then transported in refrigerated trucks to supermarkets across the country. Rapid cooling is essential to maintaining the product's freshness until it reaches consumers. The refrigerated trucks keep the juice at the ideal temperature throughout the entire journey, preventing any changes in taste or quality. From the moment oranges are harvested to when the juice appears on supermarket shelves, every step of the process is carefully planned to ensure that customers can enjoy a product of the highest quality. Thanks to innovative processing methods and strict quality standards, the delicious flavor and nutritional benefits of orange juice are guaranteed to stay fresh and natural. The numerous health benefits of orange juice are truly endless. Packed with vitamins A and C, it boosts the body's immune defenses, helping to prevent illness. It also aids in preventing anemia, as vitamin C enhances the absorption of iron, which is essential for producing hemoglobin and transporting oxygen through the blood. In addition, orange juice helps slow down premature aging due to its antioxidants, such as beta-carotene, lutein, and zeaxanthin, which protect the skin and stimulate collagen production, reducing wrinkles and maintaining skin elasticity. It also helps prevent high blood pressure thanks to its potassium content, which relaxes blood vessels and helps regulate sodium levels in the bloodstream. Not only does orange juice combat inflammation and reduce oxidative stress due to its anti-inflammatory properties, but it also supports the prevention of chronic diseases. Today, orange cultivation is one of the most prosperous industries worldwide. The leading producer of this fruit is Brazil, followed by India, China, Mexico, and the United States. Oranges, which belong to the Rutaceae family and the citrus genus, stand out among their relatives, a group that includes around 16 species known for their delicious, vitamin C-rich fruits. Successful cultivation of oranges requires a variety of techniques and careful maintenance, as environmental factors can significantly affect the plants and their fruits. This includes aspects such as morphology, size, color, texture, and the balance of acidity and sugar. The origin of the word orange traces back to the Arabic word naran. Sweet oranges are believed to have originated in southeastern China, and it is likely that the Romans introduced them to Europe. However, it wasn't until the early 15th century, after Marco Polo's travels to China, that Genoese merchants brought the cultivation of sweet oranges to Europe. Later, in the 16th century, the Spanish brought oranges to the Americas, starting in the United States and then spreading them to South America, South Africa, and parts of Australia. There is no doubt that orange juice offers many health benefits. However, it should be consumed in moderation, as excessive intake can raise blood sugar levels due to its high concentration of fructose. Typically, a single glass of juice contains the equivalent of 3 to 4 oranges, so it is best enjoyed as part of a balanced diet. As a result, a vast quantity of orange juice is produced daily,